Welcome to the Prophecy Club. Our topic today is your cell phone is really not your friend. We're going to be talking about how a future cell phone is one day going to require you to have the mark of the beast, not just to turn your cell phone on, but to access your money, to access your ID, your driver's license, your passport, your everything. I've been telling you, your cell phone is not your friend. It is the device that's going to force you to take the mark of the beast in order to buy or sell, and we are not going to take the mark of the beast. Okay, let me refresh your memory here. And I know probably everyone's familiar with this, but you'd be surprised how many people that don't follow Prophecy Club are not familiar with these verses. So let's take a second to look at them. So this is Revelation 13. In my opinion, chapter 13 of Revelation is probably one of the most important chapters to understand in all of Bible prophecy. So it says, and he, speaking of the Antichrist, causeth all, that means everybody, every beating heart, all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And we know what that mark looks like. And that no man might buy or sell. Now think about that. If there's coins and paper currency, they can't track every purchase. For that to be true, every purchase on the globe has to be tracked, has to be monitored. In other words, the Antichrist has to get between you and everything you buy and everything you sell. He has to get between you. Okay, there's three things. We got the seller, we got the money, and we got the buyer. This is saying he's between you. That no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, with that in mind, let me explain. Today's money transfer works like this. You can actually give them cash, or you can give them coin, or some kind of services, okay? Or you can hand them a credit card, which then has to go to the bank, and then the bank has to give it to them. However, in the system to come, this is the way it will work. Say one person wants to sell his lawnmower to his neighbor over here. Well, what he does is pull out his cell phone, and then that cell phone transfers digital cash from his cell phone to the guy that's buying his lawnmower or car or whatever it is, to his cell phone. But it's not cell phone to cell phone. Instead, it goes up to Starlink satellite, down to Starlink satellite, and it will probably automatically connect into any and all Wi-Fis. In other words, your passwords and things like that are going to be removed for digital money exchanges. That means if there's any Wi-Fi, whatever the strongest signal is, whether it's Wi-Fi because you're inside, or whether it's satellite because you're outside, it's going to grab the most important signal. You have to get to a signal in order to make the exchange. And who's it going to? Well, it leaves one cell phone. Somehow it goes up to the satellite, the low Earth orbiting satellites. And who's in control of them? Well, that would be the image of the beast, the Antichrist, the digital ID, the digital currency. In other words, this is how the Antichrist is going to get between buyer and seller, seller and buyer, so that unless they worship him, they don't buy or sell. In this article, leohoman.com, the coming globalized digital money system, he says, just got the endorsement. It needed to proceed as the replacement, I hope you're listening, replacement for fiat paper currencies. Fiat paper currency is what we have right now. He says, I've been warning for more than 2 years. Well, in my case, I've been warning probably 40 years that the global beast system will be fully in place when we see the globalists succeed at implementing two key components. A global digital ID. Now, what do we mean digital ID? Well, I can pull out my wallet. I can show you a driver's license. I can also show you that I have a passport. I also have an LTC, or license to carry. So I have three kinds of photo IDs, what they want right now. But try to imagine this. You cannot go to an airport. You can't go through an airport. You can't drive a car. If you're pulled over, they don't want to see some paper ID. They don't want to see some card. They want to see your cell phone, and you better have the approved digital ID. And that digital, in my opinion, I think this is the way the cell phone's going to work. Not this one, but a new kind of a cell phone, which my understanding is they've already made 7 billion of them.